Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana is tamu sana. Francis Atwoli has been very vocal of late about Uhuru Kenyatta's succession politics. So yesterday, Francis Atwoli was at KTN News and he made some remarks that really elicited a lot of joy among some Kenyans, and some felt it was a bombshell on William Ruto's team and his side of the political divide. So I want you to listen to Francis Atwoli, after which, as usual, we are just going to see what Atwoli means politically. Listen into Atwoli.
Prepare for Raila as your fifth president. Prepare for Raila as your fifth president. Prepare for Raila as your fifth president.
You break your table.
Yes. That's Francis Atwoli for you. Yes. Do you agree with Francis Atwoli that Kenyans should prepare for a Raila Amolo Odinga presidency? That's the question I want us to answer in this video right now. And in order to answer that question accurately, we must have a look at some factors that enable somebody to be elected the president in Kenya. That's going to form our analysis and discussion right now in this video. If in case you've just bumped here for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Yes. Do you agree with Francis Atwoli that Kenyans should prepare for a Raila Amolo Odinga presidency? Because looking at Francis Atwoli speak, he is very passionate about that and is talking right from his heart. He believes that Raila Odinga is going to be the president. Two factors that actually will determine whether Raila Amolo Odinga becomes the president or not. In the previous elections, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen some two factors coming into play for somebody to be the president. The first factor is the support from the ground, the support that candidate commands from the ground. So in this case, between William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga, who commands a majority support on the ground? We are going to find out that in this video. And then secondly, the system factor, the deep state factor, and that was experienced or seen in the year 2007, 2013, and also in 2017. Now, between Raila and Ruto, who has that system support or that deep state support on his side? We are going to find out that in this video again, even though I know a majority of you know that. So let's start with the first factor. Who commands a majority support on the ground? As things stand today, it's a given fact that the ground in Kenya is controlled by ethnic kingpins. If you have Kalonzo Musyoka on your side, you largely have Ukambani vote. If you have William Ruto on your side, then you have largely the Kalenjin vote. If you have Uhuru Kenyatta on your side, then it's widely perceived you have the Mount Kenya vote. If you have, again, Musalia Mudavadi on your side, then you have a bit of the Maragoli vote. So, who controls, or rather, who has a majority of these ethnic kingpins on his side? It's very clear, ladies and gentlemen, that Raila Amolo Odinga has a majority of these ethnic kingpins on his side. Because Atwoli was speaking on the backdrop that Raila and Kalonzo, through the assistance of President Uhuru Kenyatta, might have sealed some kind of a deal that will see Raila and Kalonzo work together. So it seems to appear that Raila already has bagged Kalonzo Musyoka. And then the president, who allegedly controls the mountain, the president supports Raila Amolo Odinga. So in a nutshell, or in one way or the other, we can assume that at the right time, when the bells will be rung, Mount Kenya will most definitely vote for Raila Amolo Odinga, courtesy to President Uhuru Kenyatta. And then in terms of the Mulembe vote, it's a little bit tricky because in the previous elections, where Raila and Mudavadi have sought those votes, we have seen that Raila commands the Mulembe vote at the expense of Musalia Mudavadi. And in this year's election, it's a given fact that the trend might continue that way. We might find Raila Molo Odinga still winning a sizable majority of the Mulembe vote, if not an absolute majority of the Mulembe vote. So in that case again, the Mulembe vote largely will go with Raila Molo Odinga. And then in Nyanza, the Luo vote, course, and such kind of things, definitely will go with Raila Molo Odinga. William Ruto, as things stand today, he controls the Kalenjin vote. That's the sure vote William Ruto starts with. So looking at the ground, it's very clear that Raila Molo Odinga is very much ahead of William Ruto as far as votes on the ground are concerned. So if an election was to be done fairly, in a free, fair election, Raila Odinga will beat William Ruto hands lying down with a very big margin if the election was to be done in a free and fair kind of an environment without any rigging. That's one thing. So Raila commands votes on the ground. Raila commands a majority of votes on the ground. And then on the aspect of the system, because we have also seen in Kenya that it's not only that it takes more to win an election. Not only, you can't only rely on the votes from the ground. It takes more than that. And that is something that Kenyans now have come to know as the system, the deep state. In the year 2007, it's a given fact and it's widely believed that Raila Molo Odinga won that election. But what happened? Raila Molo Odinga was never announced or crowned the president. In fact, Mike Kibaki was announced and crowned as the president, and he ruled till he finished his second term. So it takes more than just vote from the ground to win an election. So between Raila and Ruto, who is system is favorable to whom? That's a very direct, in fact, it's very clear that as things stand out today, the system prefers Raila Molo Odinga. And the system is not actually with William Ruto, simply because William Ruto parted ways with President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So you find Raila Odinga actually beating William Ruto on the two aspects that make somebody the president. Raila clearly beats William Ruto on the ground, assuming the elections were to be done in a free and a fair kind of an environment. Raila will beat William Ruto. And then on top of that, the system also seems to be favoring Raila Molo Odinga. What does that mean, Osho? It's just clear, ladies and gentlemen, that in this year's elections, if things were to remain constant, then Raila Odinga will easily win this year's election. Raila is going to beat William Ruto with a landslide. Raila is going to win this election with a super majority. That's what I can see, ladies and gentlemen. And I think there should be no much debate about that, because now dynamics or other things are coming out very clearly. Now that Raila Odinga has just sealed a deal with Kalonzo Musyoka. So to answer that question of ours, do you agree with Francis Atwoli? Francis Atwoli is very, very much correct. Atwoli is actually saying the truth. Atwoli is right. If things were to remain the same as they are today, Raila Odinga will easily be the president. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, let me just remind you that if in case you've just bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. To our fans watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if possible, also subscribe, give this video a like. And then to our subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here by constantly giving our videos likes, constantly dropping your comments. We are almost hitting the 20,000 subscribers mark. That has only been possible because of your continued support here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.